Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wildcats offense will start this game off. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. They want to run it left here. And he's dragged down. They'll line up for a second down play. The toss sweep to the right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. Receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The sure hands, it's Pope. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on second down. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. Oh, he left him grabbing. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Lining up for the PAT. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Reed. He's got his man across the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
A lot of urgency for this offense. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quickly to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to get the edge on the toss. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This might be a little... straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Kentucky 7, South Carolina 0.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
7, South Carolina 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They used those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Clemson. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up. They're testing the right side here. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Dumps it to the back. The quick out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to run it. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. He'll bring it back. It's Pope. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. I mean, you've already given up a couple of touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many jump yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Woodhead. He's got his man. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This offense is... offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. and no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Mahoney. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Running it back, it's Pope. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Oh, he wants it all. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Pressure coming. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Mahoney. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a...
And the ball is picked off.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
He makes the connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And they tack on the extra point. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to